time to rise and shine. Morning, morning, good morning, I hope you're feeling fine. The sun is just above the hill, another day for us to do with all the things we love to do. Oh, can't you hear? It's calling you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, it's time to rise and shine.
Yup, my nose is appealing. Gonna get it. Gonna get it. My nose is appealing. Look at that. It's not even bad. I just can't really get it off. There's a piece. When you can see it in the corner of your eye, you gotta get it. You gotta get it. Look at my nose. It's appealing. Appealing. Yeah, today's my day off. So I'm not even dressed. It's like noon. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 12:09 p.m.
Yeah, 12:09.
Happy Wednesday.
I'm gonna get up and make some lunch. I thought about doing the overtime. I don't even know if it's mandatory, to be honest. Maybe someone will talk to me about it. I don't know. Zia's gonna come over like at 4:30 or whatever to get her cup. I had a dream about Barbie last night. She was very upset at me, saying I was ignoring her. Look at my forehead's peeling now, too. And I'm like, you don't even give me an opportunity to listen to you. We haven't spoken in a long time. I don't know, we got not really an argument, but I was explaining to her that she can talk to me whenever she needs to, that I would die for her, I would do anything for her, which is all facts. You know, and I don't know, she's like, she's non-confrontational, and if she wants to, she won't argue, because she gets very upset, she starts to cry, so then her point, or whatever, is lost. Alright, I'm gonna go, scrub my face. Alright, so obviously I did my hair just now. I am going to be putting it up. This is a deep conditioner, anti-breakage, strengthening, restore, repair. It's a mega growth. I don't know if it's going to help my hair grow, but I just need something to not help it break. It's very good. This is stuff I've used in the shower. So it says in here, where is it? It says that defends against breakage, split ends, and dryness, and helps repair hair strength and keep hair strength deep inside, protects against styling stresses, restores softness and natural shine. It says excellent for deep repair of damage caused by styling stresses, heat styling, over processing, and dryness. Generously apply to damp hair. It does say you can leave for 10 minutes, thoroughly rinse. For more strengthening, leave in a light amount after rinsing. Use a plastic bag or sit under a dryer for, so it's like 10 minutes, right? So I have a plastic bag, or rather, where'd it go? Shower cap. I like the consistency of this. It is very thick. That's how, you know, you have a deep conditioner that's not thick. That's not a deep conditioner. That's like a whatever, watered down mess. I'm not even sure. But see, I'm using a lot. We're going to use a lot on these hairs. So, why is hairs? Hairs is plural. So when we say we're going to go get our hair cut, why don't we say we're going to go get our hairs cut? Because that's really what's happening, right? Is that we get our hairs cut. We don't get a haircut, Why do we do that? I don't even know. I'm going to comb this through. And so I want to talk about best friends. There are different levels to best friend. You can have a best friend that is really your best friend for 25 years, 20 something years. Anyway, I'm talking about Barbie. We've been best friends since 1994. So you do the math. Since high school. So like we graduated in 2000. So that would have been 22 years ago. And then plus 4, so 26 years, yeah. Anyway, we've been best friends since then. And it's odd back in the day when you're growing up. You're just learning some stuff about life, whatever. But I wasn't there, obviously, as a child with Barbie. But Z was. Z and Barbie have been best friends since birth, practically. Which is great, there's not that many people out there that will continue to be friends, when life is happening and whatever. There's like life happens and then you move on. But you don't have to move on. You can continue to be friends. Anywho, a good best friend, you could be away from each other for months, maybe even a whole year. And then when you get back together, it's like nothing has ever changed. You just pick right back up where you left off. You catch up with, just comments, catch up with whatever is going on. But the dialogue is the same. You reminisce about whatever was going on in your life. You reminisce about what was going on when you were together. All that kind of good stuff. And that's a good best friend. A bad best friend would be like, so where have you been? Questioning, where have you been? How come you never reached out? That kind of stuff. It's a two-way street. Any form of communication goes both ways. So if you're going to say, how come you never reached out? The question is, how come you never reached out to them? This is some A&D ointment because my lips are very chapped. No, I haven't scrubbed my face yet. I'm getting to that. I'll probably reapply. Anyway, my point here is the dream I had about Barbie. She, like I said, is non-confrontational. And she will cry, if she's very passionate about it. She's very passionate about whatever is ailing her. She's going to cry. Depending on who she's talking to, will determine the outcome of the conversation. Whether she's actually going to have the conversation or she's just going to move around the conversation. The very tip of my nose is very dark. So people who are like really non-confrontational like that, they can't articulate well how they're actually feeling. because they don't want to start an argument, you know. But when when they are dealing with someone who has narcissistic tendencies or is narcissistic, that a tendency of narcissistic behavior is making yourself the victim, when in reality it's just a lack of understanding. You don't need to be a victim. Okay, I'm going to have to let my nose and face peel the way it's supposed to peel. Anyway, so yes, difficult conversations are difficult to have. That's why they're called difficult conversations. If they were easy, everybody would be talking about them. Now, the thing with narcissists is they will play victim, and they will, whatever you say, make you feel like you are the bad person and you are the one making them feel that way, that you are the one being manipulative, and that's their game, is to manipulate. The narcissist will do that, and they will try they'll start to cry. They're going to make you feel bad. So for example, let's say you're talking to your mother, and your mother is a narcissist. So when you go to talk to your mother, and your mother says something about wanting you to have children. Let's say you decided sometime in your life that you don't want to have children. You don't have to have kids. You don't have to. It's not mandatory to be married or get married and have children. It's not mandatory to do this. Okay? And this is something I myself am realizing recently, because after marrying Russ, I thought when did we get married? 2015. So I thought within a year or two we would have a kid. We don't have any kids. We have probably never will. Anyway, the dresser that I have in my room, the one that's been in our family for 6 generations. I thought I would have had to read, but I don't. Anyway, the antique dresser in my room we've had for 6 generations. Mom wants it to go to Maya if I do not ever have any children, which makes sense, keeping it in the family and so on. So what I'm gonna do, since it definitely looks like I more than likely will never have any children, when Maya is 18, she will be gifted this dresser, because I believe at age 18, or at least, teenage year, she will understand the importance and value of tradition and family, as opposed to, a lot of kids don't grow up with tradition and family. And it's never too late to start a tradition. Just FYI, it's never too late, because in 2019 is when siblings trip started. That's when it started. After Dad passed away, we still made trip. We made a plan. It was one day, but it was still something. We got together, all the siblings and their children. So that's how this is going to work. It's the siblings and their children. If their children have children, then it's going to continue on like that, and it's just going to be called siblings trip. Siblings trip, siblings vacation, siblings whatever. Siblings ... Anyway, anybody can take a picture, but you can lose a picture. You can never lose memories. Making memories is part of making family, or making your making your memories. Making memories is part of having a good relationship, because then you have things that you go back on and you talk about them and you reminisce about these things, which brings me back to your best friends. Your best friends can be gone for a year or so, and you get back together and it's like nothing ever happened, and we're just so happy to be in your friend's company. It's just it's just how it is. So some people don't have that luxury, and with their own immediate family, like their actual blood relatives, they don't have that luxury. And that's okay. You can have that luxury with a different family. Make your own. You don't have to be... Blood does not always make family. Okay? I am fortunate enough to be to have good relationships with my family members. Mom, brothers, sister, all of them. So I am lucky. I am blessed to have that in my life. But if you don't have it, you can make it. You don't have to be blood relatives to make a family. Like my second family is up north in Eau Claire. I haven't been there in a good minute, but I know that I am always welcome. And that's my best friend. My best friend and her husband is one of my friends too. My best friends. Their children, I remember. Well, I didn't grow up with them, but I lived with them for a while. So, again, you can make family. You can make family. My best friends are like my best friends, my Barbie. She's like my sister. She's like my sister. So she's my family. And so Z and I were telling Barbie on Sunday that she has family. You don't have to be blood to be family. Anyway, thank you for listening. Do something else. You're in love with me. Good afternoon still. Whoa, almost dropped my glasses. It's been like a couple of hours. My hair should be very well moisturized now, so I'm about to rinse out here, and then it's time for lunch or figuring something else to do with my life. Okay, let's see here. Can I make it stay? Can I make it stay? The name of the game. Can I make it stay? Answer. Sure. Alright, so when I'm doing my hair, I like my hair to be mostly wet. Not so much damp, but kind of a little bit drippy. Because I just find that it makes product... oh, hello. It makes product distribute evenly and then last longer. I'm using the Coconut and Hibiscus Curl Enhancing Smoothie by Shea Moisture. I am out of the whatever the other stuff was. I forgot what I was using. A different Shea Moisture product. Most people will go upside down. You can. I'm gonna run everything through with my fingers and like finger combing. You know, finger combing. Then I will go upside down and scrunch. Do that, but I want to finger comb because then I can really feel like what has a good amount of product. Like I feel this part right here needs a little bit more product. And again, the wetter hair gives me that nice squish. That squish, nice product squish. So I'm gonna go upside down here. We're gonna give them some squishes. But not even all the way upside down. Just, you know. Anyway. Okay. Some really nice product squishes. And now everything has been moisturized. Now, later on, when my hair is somewhat dry, this will form a slight cast, very small. I guess my hair is going to be parted there today. That's why. A cast, you know, and I make it a little bit crunchy, in which I will take you want to take your oil. My preference oil is Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine. Take a little bit of oil, rub that in, and then you do another scrunching with your hair. You scrunch out the crunch. You put a little oil in your hair to do that. Oil or serum. Serum is basically an oil. So, there you go. That's how I'm doing my hair. In the summertime, especially if it's really hot, it seems to keep the frizz at bay. Ooga chaka, ooga chaka, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga chaka, ooga chaka. I hooked on a feeling, high on believing that you're in love with me. Hooked on a feeling. So my swimsuit, most women's swimsuits come with boob pads, I guess you'd call them. The ones in this one, it came with these. I didn't know if I'd be able to take them out, but I found the hole. So let's take them out. Why do we want to take them out? Because when you wash them, they get all folded and they just like crumple. They just like fold up. And it's not cool. It makes you lumpy. So you take them out. And what do we do with them? I have no idea. But I've got these. I have two of them, obviously, because I have two boobs. Yarmulke? No, I am not Jewish. So that would be sacrilegious and not okay. I don't know. Make small bowls. Dip them in ceramic and make them hard, and then they're all small bowls. I don't know. It just feels like a waste to just make them, you know, garbage, because then they end up in the landfill. I don't know what they're made out of, so they're not going to disintegrate. They're not recyclable or anything. They have some kind of number on them. Oh, it's a sizing number. Anyway. Does anybody know? You know what? I'm going to look it up. I'm going to put on some shorts because I feel like it. And I'm going to look it up. Well, because I'm going to sit outside. That's why. That's why. I'll see you later. I am at Quick Trip. Air. So my tire here. It's a skosh low. So I'm going to show you how to put the air in. So, first thing you want to do is take the cap off. Don't lose it. There. Now this is the air machine. Do you know, oh Jesus, you know your tire pressure. This one is set, mine's 35, the standard tire pressure. Take the thingy off, right here, this bit, okay, goes in on the other thing, okay, and it's automatic, so this one will shut off when it's done. All right, so let me go down here. I've never used this one, so hopefully it's working. Okay. See, it's automatic. We'll just start when you push it in. Once it's at the right thing, it will stop. If you don't know, your tire pressure is on your tire somewhere. There's like numbers and stuff. Yeah, see anyway, it's there. Just hold it in and it will stop when it's ready. You could also just take it out, but you know, stop when it's ready. So this is really nice because it beeps at you. So you just take this thing off and then you put your cap back on. And then you're ready to go. Okay, so when I left the house, I was just gonna go outside, but I left the house. And I left the house. I had moved Russ's truck out of the way so I could get my Prius out. Prius is fine, by the way. Thanks for wondering. And I'm like, where am I going? Where am I going? I have no idea where I'm going. So I just start driving and I'm like, Walmart sounded gross. So I didn't go to Walmart. Like, I do need lunch because I hadn't eaten yet. It's 3:23. So I'm like, I'm gonna go to Quick Trip. So I went to Quick Trip. Got myself a sweet tea. I got some chicken strips. I've never had the Quick Trip chicken strips. Then I got my favorite cookies, which are the Quick Trip macadamia nut cookies. White chocolate macadamia nut, whatever. Macadamia nut cookies. Anyway, they're my faves. And then obviously you saw I was at that Quick Trip. I had to go to a different Quick Trip because the Quick Trip I went to that's closest to my house doesn't have an air compressor like the one you saw. So I had to go to a different Quick Trip, another Quick Trip, which is actually not that much farther from my house than the other one. Not very crunchy. Tastes like chicken, which is good. Kind of chewy. That's what you get for gas station chicken. Not bad though. I think I'll get something to dip it in. Okay, so remember yesterday I put out a piece of pizza and some waffle fries out on my banister out there, but it is gone. Now, I wish I had a camera in the back because I would like to know what creature is eating the food. Because a creature or creatures. It could be a combination of more than one, obviously. Not like a hybrid, because that would be interesting. I made myself some honey barbecue. In other words, I put honey in and then I didn't have enough honey, so I put barbecue in it. So now I have honey barbecue, and that's how that's made. Yeah, so now, 3:28, in about an hour, Z will show up so she can get her water bottle. I'm gonna go sit down and watch TV. I am watching A Man from Toronto, starring Kevin Hart and Woody Harrelson. Two people I find very, very funny, but I think their styles are very different. So this will be interesting to see how funny it is. You know, I'm pretty sure it will be very funny. So watch that. It's on Netflix if you wanted to watch it yourself. Here's the kitty. She's just chilling. All right, bye. Miss Purdy says good night. And I say good night as I watch my movie. Toodles.